Hello, welcome back to Alice-Mare. I'm LuigiFan64D. So, in the last episode, we did a bunch of puzzles that got me pretty confused. And the reason we're back here, instead of through this door, is because I had this funny feeling that there was something else back here. And I wanted to go find what it was. It's like, I know that point was a point of no return, now. I didn't want to go back there. I wanted to go explore more. And... meow. Oh. Let me stare at that cat. Maybe it's how she lives, how she pleases. So carefree. Meow. Oh, silly adorable kitty cat. Looks like everyone else is back to their own business. Oh? What's this thing? This thing wasn't here before. No, it's nothing. I just feel a little odd. You might not want to get too close to that. I'm gonna touch it. Oh? Fiona? Fiona? Who are you? Just noticed? What an odd boy. Very odd. I'm a bit lost. Would you mind guiding me? I'm fine. It's fine. You should be able to see the way. I can't see too well. Me? I'm Fiona. I think that's what it was. You... Yes, you smell like tears. I'll call you Crybaby. No, I have no soul anymore. Just little teeny shards. It's his fault. All of it. Even the fact I won't be reborn. Yes. Yes, indeed. He's always been that way. Letting his hair grow long. I'm sure he learned how to cut it a long time ago. Honestly, it's so wimpy of him to be unable to forget. He needs to break things off. He's not going to get anywhere dragging around with all that weight. Not even knowing that, for all his smarts. It really gets me angry. He's an idiot, he is. Stupid moron. Ugh. What? No, I'm not heavy. Well, sure, I did eat a lot, but I keep things out of control. Ugh. Let's go, come on. Well, she's grumpy. Wonder if she means teacher. A burgundy storybook? There was a little house deep in the woods. In this little house lived a mother, father, and a girl. Their lives were very needy, but in kindness to her mother and father, the girl endured her hunger. It happened very suddenly. Her mother, as if a changed person, began acting cold towards her daughter. As soon as her father went out, her mother dragged the girl out into the woods and told her this. There's no more food for you, you can't come back home. The woods were dark, and she didn't know her way back. The girl closed her eyes and thought, why? Is it because I was weak? That's why there's no food for me? And she mumbled to herself. A lone boy talked to the girl. I'll be strong so you can be weak. The girl was terribly surprised, and she said, yes, that's right, before falling asleep. The girl renounced having to face up to herself. Letty? Vermilion storybook. There was a white house near a flower garden. In this white house lived a mother, a father, and a girl. The father rarely came home to the house. The mother was old and frail, so the girl did various tasks in her stead. One day, on an errand, a girl broke a promise with her mother and picked flowers in the garden. The girl went to her grandmother's house with a kind person she met there. After the girl fetched some medicine, she returned to her grandmother's room to find that she had been eaten by a wolf. The girl was terribly scared and could not move from the spot, and the wolf drew near her. The moment the wolf reached the girl, the wolf was cut in twain. Behind the wolf stood her father, wielding an axe. The girl trembled at the sight of the slaughtered wolf and her red-stained father. Afterward, the girl ran all the way back home and locked herself in her room. There was the voice of her father. There was the voice of the girl, too. Father killed a person, but isn't it me who was most to blame? Was that father? Was it a person? The more she thought about it, the more the scene was jumbled up in her head. So she decided not to think about it. The girl renounced having to acknowledge anything. These storybooks. Chelsea. So these notebooks are what they remember. And these books that I'm finding here are what's really happened. Turquoise for Joshua. There was a large house in a large city. In this large house lived a mother, a father, a boy, the boy's brother and sister, and many other people. The boy had many things forced upon him, and he grew tired of them all. He found fun in sneaking out of his large house to adventure outside, then telling his mother of his escapades. Many of the stories were lies, but his mother delighted at them and patted him on the head. One day, lightning struck, and father's castle was ruined. The castle crumbled, and there was no money left, and the last time the boy saw his father, he was floating in midair. The boy informed his mother, but his mother said this: "What are you saying at a time like this? We're all very exhausted right now. Don't tell me such lies again." The boy tried to lead his mother to father again and again, but she let go of his hand every time. After some time, the boy's brother and sister led their mother toward where father was. "When I say it, you say it's a lie. Why? Is it because they have something and I have nothing? Did you know they were all lies before? Is it okay if you don't know they're lies?" The boy renounced having to improve himself. Stella. There was a little town deep in the woods. In this little town, there lived many people. They all lived healthy lives without sickness, but it struck suddenly one stormy night. A curse was laid on the forest. Many victims of the curse died every day. But a single girl did not fall victim to the curse. Many people felt pity for the girl, who had lost her family to the curse, and invited her to their homes. Yet the curse came once more, and the girl lost another family. After losing a fifth family, she met a person in the church who offered her an apple. "This apple carries the curse of death. With this, you can go to heaven with the rest of them." But the girl refused, and that person too died of the curse. The girl deeply regretted not eating that poison apple. Soon, the girl began to harbor a hatred for living. That girl renounced having any attachment to life. Poor Stella. This smell. There are books here. Then maybe this is that library we used to go to. We loved it. Oh, gone now, though. What a useless kid. Do you see a white notebook anywhere? If you do, tell me. What is it? Well, why do you want that notebook? Is that what you heard? The heart can't hurt you in a dream. And you know, maybe heaven and hell are pretty similar in the end. There's a simple reason why you've come here. Probably because you've lost something. Cat? You mean the one with the smarmy laugh? I wonder if he's the one I know. What? Did you believe everything the cat said? The words of a demon who treats people's sorrows as his feasts? How could you believe something you've never seen or experienced? Maybe you can believe because you have no clue. How strange. Liars are everywhere. The world can hardly contain them all. And gullible people, also everywhere. But it's only the gullible ones who get hurt. Maybe... maybe life's sadistic like that. Just kidding. Ah, I love the smell of books. So many books here. I actually wonder if there's a white notebook. No, there's so many books on these shelves. A white one? White notebook? Books. Books. Nope, all I see are just books. Found it! Found it? Good. Will you show it to me? Yeah, this is blank. It's always been blank ever since then. No, it's okay. I just wanted to check. It's all blank inside. A newspaper. Age 34, 32. Living in town. Or break-in and murder. The girl has been... But... The couple's son. Aside when the incident occurred. Clean up the shock upon memories. Criminal cat suddenly appeared. What's wrong? You're shaking. No, don't say a word. I know it's something you don't want to know. There. That's my magic good luck charm. Must be him. Alan. Name encyclopedia. Let me see that. Wow, it's bulky. So many names. Interesting. Apparently, my name means bright. Teacher gave it to me. I don't have parents. They must have abandoned me. I don't have many early memories. I asked the director for most of it. But it's fine. The beginning was so unhappy that I was happy every day. His name. Recipient of something, I believe. Yet he was very, very afraid to receive it. He knows something. Or certainly something. By me, the doctors, the director, his new friends? Absolutely. Because he didn't realize that it was something. So he thought he never got it. Saying he never knew it is just an excuse. You know, it's all around us. Look, there's something there, and it's over there. Even talk to you now is a show of my something for you, crybaby. When you realize that, that's when you can have it for yourself. It's really hard. I don't know what it is yet. And if you don't notice, then you're no different than a pebble. Wow. Books. I want to know what it is. Gosh. What's that, a photo? A girl? She's long? How long's her hair? Color? Is she young? You sure are kind for answering all these questions. That's our beautiful teacher, isn't she? She said she always wanted children, and even found a fiance. She always said she was already thinking up a name. I think it was... Oh, right, Chelsea. Chelsea? Oh, but... Oh... Chelsea. Looks like we're here. It's the sky. The sky of souls. This is where they're reborn. Both eaten souls and souls that lose their power can be reborn. But I'm too weighted down to fly, so I can't. Some choose to keep going even when they're nothing but a soul. Fantastic power can be turned into an equally awful power. But don't you think it's better to be reborn than to cling to one thing? You know, it's impossible to get a crumpled paper back to being creaseless. It's no good for me. I've lost my soul, and my sparkle. To think that he's family, my only connection. Well, but I'm shameful myself. You should grow to be people who can break away. Renouncing facing oneself, renouncing acknowledgement, renouncing improving oneself, renouncing attachment to life, and he went out taking notice of anything around him. What you're about to see is the fate of a person who ends up that way. It's alright. Even if you feel you're as unhappy as you can be now, there's lots of happiness to be had. You're still children, yes? Not adults yet. Yes. So you always need to be looking ahead. There's no point in looking behind. So it's all up to you in the end, so we can meet again. Good night, crybaby. Hey. Hey. Are you alright? Are you okay? You've been spacing out. Well, as long as you're alright. Hurry and open that door. My goodness. What have I stumbled upon? Oh. Oh boy. What have I stumbled upon? Well, I feel ready to go now. It's bad. That's a bookcase. What's anything in here? A novel. A strange book, isn't it? But lots of people have read it. I wrote it. But the names of my friends. Yeah, I hate it. I know I've told you that again and again. The name itself is great. My teacher gave it to me. But I hate myself so much for not living up to the name. What is his name? I'm sure it was a great name. This is where we part. This is my world. This door leads to my current world. It's very tiny and still restricted. It's open. Why did it come to this? You're smart, so perhaps you know. If you know the answer, tell me, Alan. A shard of something. Mother. Father. I have to go. Saving all over the place. Books. In this negative space. Diary. I bought a home. Well, but it was formerly a facility. It was much too big for me. So I can see myself getting lost easily. I'm indebted to Cliff once again. I should really thank him later. Today I met a girl. A few days ago, she was found near a house that burned down, and it seems to be the daughter. She insists there is someone other than her. She seems to have another personality, so I gave her double the furniture and such. I wasn't sure what to do, but at any rate, I found a research subject this way. She's now in my care. No symptoms at the moment. I met a second girl. I received a letter 3 days ago that had all the particulars. Perhaps because of what she's been through. She's much less cheery. She's reluctant to talk to me. She's enjoyed talking with the other girl, albeit not for very long. It may be slow, but I'll try to get her to talk with me. No symptoms at the moment. The third. I met a boy. I was surprised, but given his mother, I decided to take him in. He talks plenty, but he's illogical. He was a little awkward with the two girls, but they're playing together a few days later. Today he's kept putting frogs on my head. He's a bit too mischievous. No symptoms at the moment. I found a fourth, a girl. She walked from a town in the woods. I talked with her, and she told me about a new mysterious illness. Evidently it wiped out her town. Did she have a resistance to it? I'm a little interested, but it's unrelated. She didn't want to talk about it much. It's hard to talk with her. She doesn't talk with the other girls. She just plays piano in her room. No symptoms at the moment. All the children have the potential to break out, but still no symptoms. But are there even symptoms? How did it go back then? I'm getting a headache. I'll stop for now. A few pages ripped out. I met a fifth child. He was outside when the incident happened. He says the shock caused memory loss. At a glance, I was surprised. It's just a hunch, but he must be on the verge. I'll watch him very carefully. 2 seasons have passed since then. What have I been doing? I feel like my chest is burning. I see the sight of my mind again. This must mean, yes, very soon. It must be over soon. My head hurts. Sorry, Fiona. Notebook scrap. When I came to, I was in my usual world. She's still sleeping today. Something a lot of people, but was never in return. Why is that? Uh, should I have been something more? But there's no bad people left. There's only good people around me. The cat says only bad people can have something. Which is right. I don't know. I don't know a thing. I just keep trying to do something people, so I can be something back. It'd be great if I knew what the something was. I guess that was the lock? Notebook. Victims of nightmare syndrome continue to increase. I'm glad they found some good food, but they're up to something in our world to drag people into their world. Parents suddenly becoming violent to children, abandoning them, forsaking them. It must be the rabbit's power. The cat must be up to something too. What did he tell me back then? I only took one thing from you. Was it really only one? Can a person be so easily ruined by having one thing taken? Is the cat lying? I don't have a clue. There's no time. No time. No time. The door. And that's all I'm gonna find in here, I bet. Yep. Alright. And with that, I'm gonna end this off here. I actually had to re-record a bit of this episode because it messed up a bit. But, alright. Look forward to seeing the end of this. Luigi 64D. See you next time, and let's play Alice-Mare.